Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended, and some of the mods that are coming out for this game are getting to be amazing, and one of them that I want to spotlight right now is the Draconic Chronicles. Now, this is an amazing mod. You can see some of the reasons why behind me, but I'll talk to you about it in just a second here because it is an amazing thing, and they have done a ton of work with custom dinos, custom everything, and you know, everyone's favorite thing inside of Ark Survival Evolved was having wyverns and things like that because they add such a neat flair to the game. So these being brought back into Ark Survival Ascended in special dinos and all these kinds of things makes this game so much more fun. So I'm going to go ahead and show you not only how to add this to your game, but what it does when you do, and some like sweet little pointers about it. And yeah, it's just awesome. So the mod is made by ASA, and the mod itself is absolutely fantastic. And each one of these is well thought out. They go around the beaches, they go into different areas, but you can see that they're super cool. They've got unique animations and even custom areas. You can see that they've got the I don't know if you want to call it dribble. That sounds gross, but you see what I'm talking about. Each one of them has unique features, and like it's just well thought out, right? You can see one flying off in the distance over there, but it brings back all of your generic wyverns, just so you can see them right here. You got like an ember crystal wyvern, fire wyvern, and your crystal wyverns. If you haven't seen these before, by the way, because you haven't played Ark Survival Evolved, your wyverns are some of the most powerful creatures in the game. They harvest things incredibly well. They can pick up things from pretty much any, you can see that I just picked up at theirs, you know, without much of a problem here, right? They can pick up things in a very, I mean, I guess medium to large dinos is the largest thing they can pick up, just beneath the Quetzal. And in general, they gather incredibly well, are incredibly good at certain resources, anything from thatch, charcoal, from the burnt trees, meat, all kinds of stuff. So they are a lot of fun. And the ability to use flight in this game is something that everyone kind of really just enjoys. So adding these to your game, your unofficial servers or your solo players will definitely be a big change for you. So they've got all your generic ones, your fire, poison, crystal, all the ones that existed in Evolved, right? I'm not going to talk about those because you've probably seen those. What you want to see are the polar dragon, the inferno dragon, the rejuvenating dragon, the sand dragon, and the bloodstorm dragon. Now, these are just 5 of the custom models that they have, and I know they're working on adding more. It's wild, in all honesty. They've all got special abilities. You can see this one looks super cool. It's got a little bit of a funky initial takeoff, but the dragon itself is really neat. So it's got your kind of like a slash attack, just like a normal dragon would, but this one literally has the ability to breathe a rejuvenating fire on top of things. You can see that right there. You see the little like indicator that they're being healed, just like a Daedon would be. And the actual graphics of it make me laugh really hard, but they are super cool. Like the ability that you can use a dragon like this, it's just something I wouldn't thought about. And it's just a lot of fun. Like custom things like that make you smile in this game. So that's the rejuvenating dragon. Then you've also got the bloodstorm dragon, which is their newest dragon. You can see it right here. The stats are pretty nice on it. It's got the similar buff to that you would see on the Karka. And it's got the ability to bite as well as use the blood drain. You can see this right here, just like you would imagine on the actual blood wyvern over on, wow, I can't think right now. Over on Crystal Isles, this guy can breathe that blood effect and drain and steal life essence from other creatures, which is a super popular thing, especially for PvP. You can see that the dragon itself is a little bit quick. It's got some big wind strokes to it, but it's really pretty because it kind of like has an actual turning animation and stuff like that, unlike some of the dragons over inside of Ark Survival Evolved. But again, this is the newest dragon that they just popped out the other day. And again, it's a really cool thing. And these are all custom builds, by the way. These aren't things that are like already existed inside of Ark. These are custom. So it's really neat to see stuff like this. So then this is my personal favorite. This is the Inferno Dragon. I like how this thing looks. This has got to be one of the coolest things in my opinion. You can see that it's got like this neat like effect, and it's got the horn sticking off of its head. It's got your generic bite attack, and you can see that it's got your ability to breathe that fire over a long period of time, which is one of my favorite things inside of Ark, to be able to do that. But yeah, you can see that it's a pretty neat little feature. Now, I just like how this one looks because I don't know, it's still one of my favorites. But the appearance of this dragon, it's almost like a bone wyvern kind of looking thing, and it's just so cool. Like, look at the actual character model of this thing. I'll see if I can zoom in a little bit, use K mode. But you can see that it looks really clean. It looks like it's well done. And yeah, the effects that it has too, I think that's super cool. Like, look at that. Like, oh, it's so cool. But you can see that it's got that fire attack, and it's got like an elongated fire attack, unlike just the generic fire wyvern. It's just a cool little addition, in my opinion. Now, they also have a cool tiered structure system. So you can see the sand dragon right here. This is meant to be like an entry level, like baby kind of dragon that you can tame early on the beach and stuff like that. It doesn't have anything super special. It's got your generic left click attack, right? You can see that it's got that kind of the dual swing, and it's got like a little bit of a baby fire attack. Kind of cute, I guess. As you can see that right there, right? But it's basically like just your entry level tame for it. So it's super cool that they thought about, instead of just having it be like, oh, you can just tame one of these and they're all late game, there's different tiers to the dragons, and it kind of just gives it a little bit of a boost. And then you've got your big daddy over here, right? This is the polar dragon. This thing is a monster. It's huge. You can literally put a platform saddle like you see me have on it right now. It is a massive creature. It's got a bite attack that looks super cool, and it shoots these yeah, look at the flame on this. That to me is so cool. Look at like the range, right? It's just a neat thing. Now it's also got a special attack. You can see that ball that it just launched that'll explode when it hits the ground. You can kind of see that. Super neat, right? I don't know. I'm pretty sure the fire wyvern has one of those. The ember wyvern, whatever it is, has that. I just didn't activate it. Yeah, but it's a super cool effect, and this thing itself is really neat looking. I mean, I don't know how you wouldn't like something like this. It's got these custom animations, and you can also land on the ground, by the way, and do the same attacks, which I always think is super cool. I don't know why if I like to run that much, but it's super funny. And in general, this thing is an amazing dragon. You can see that its stamina is a little bit low, so I won't be able to breathe fire until I've actually hit that. But yeah, so it's got a really neat little ability. So this mod brings a whole bunch of really unique creatures into the game. And if you miss the wyverns and you want these special wyverns and kind of like add a little bit of fun to your game before you go back to some of the generic stuff, this is an awesome mod. And again, like I said earlier, they have a bunch of plans in the future to have a ton of draconic options in order to have new creatures, new structures, new everything. And this is kind of just the beginning of this mod, which is a super cool thing. So you definitely want to check it out now, but definitely keep an eye on it in the future because it's got a lot of growth potential. It has already 750,000 downloads, which is insane if you think about it. That's individual downloads. That means 750,000 people are playing it. And like there's structures, there's everything you could want in a mod. So definitely go ahead and give it a check out. But if you want to add wyverns to your Ark, this is the mod to do it. So anyways, hopefully this video helps you out. And if you don't mind, for some more content, smash that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and then consider subbing to the channel. And just like I told you in the very beginning, I'm going to show you how to get this mod. If you go ahead and go into the mod list and type in Draconic. Here we go, Draconic. Here we go. You can see Draconic Chronicles, and you can see this is by, there you go. And you got all the pictures there. And then you would just click installed and then add it to your to your system. It's super cool. It's an awesome mod. So hope this video helps you out, and teach.